Somebody's smoking a joint. Who is it? Who'll be burning one uphill? Well, happy Columbus Day. It's Columbus Day. That's the day where in America, once a year, we ask ourselves, why is the bank closed? Columbus Day. Well, it's a real nice day out today. It's actually kind of getting cold. Well, it's chilly. It's brisk compared to a few weeks ago when it was 95 degrees. Now it's about 60. And this jacket I got, anything above 75, it's too hot. And anything below 72, it's too cold. Uh-oh, gravel. So tell you what, since it's Columbus Day and it's a big day with the Italians, let's take a ride. Let's go down to Little Italy, see what's going on down there. Little Italy! First few weeks of fall in New York are like the first few weeks of spring, where you just don't know how the hell you're supposed to dress. You gotta layer. That's what everyone says. You gotta layer. Okay. But when you take the layers off, you got a bunch of laundry you got to carry around with you. Not always practical. But I tell you, who knows how to layer in honor of Columbus Day? The Italians. The Italians, they layer up. I was in Italy. It was May, and we were in Rome. It was a little warm. You know, it was getting up to 80. But it was cool in the morning, and these Italians, they got their sport coat and shirt and maybe a ascot or a scarf or something. Or they do the Italian tuxedo dress shirt with a V-neck sweater over it. Sweater vest. But as it would get warmer, they wouldn't remove the layers because, see, this would take away from the overall aesthetic of the look and the ensemble they had put together that day. So you see them just getting through it, sticking with it. And that's why we celebrate Columbus Day as Italians, because the guy knew how to put together a good outfit. No, wait. Oh, that's not why we celebrate Columbus Day as Italians. He was from Genoa, a Genovese. And Broadway's probably a mess because of Columbus Day. The ones with the strollers who don't look both ways. We just might be able to go through Columbus Circle on Columbus Day. I think the parade is over. I think the Knights of Columbus with their fluffy hats and their capes and their swords. Come to think of it, I might have to look into those Knights of Columbus. I don't know what you got to do, to get the cape and the sword, but that's all I need. Well, there it is, Columbus Circle. There's Mr. Columbus right there, commemorating the time he came to Central Park to get a dirty water dog on his way to the West Indies. Columbus Circle. Happy Columbus Day, everybody. This is not looking good. Thanks for resetting my trip odometer during the service. Because I got 0 gas. Oh, yeah, jive-asses. A little bit of a detour now. How bad of a fucking ticket am I going to get for this one? Hey, it's Columbus Circle again. Today, on a very special Meeting Motorcycles, we go through Columbus Circle several times. Come on, come on. You got it. It's 93. Let's give you the good stuff. Oh, don't forget to set the meter. There's not supposed to be any traffic on Columbus Day. That's why Columbus sailed to the New World. Searching for better traffic. Same amount of time to get to Little Italy it took Columbus to get here from Spain. You just went over there. Here, I'll get in this lane and now you get over in this lane. Let's play this game together. Chelsea Piers. You can go play ice hockey or hit some golf balls or learn how to swing on a trapeze. Because Columbus Day. What a nice day it is. Freedom Tower's looking great. There's Hoboken. Hoboken. You know, on this Columbus Day, I'd like to honor one of the other great Italians, Francis Albert Sinatra, from just over there. He was over here, but he was originally over there then. Now he ain't there anymore. But yeah, Sinatra, because Columbus Day. I think it was Christopher Columbus who said, "May their first child be a masculine child." Chinatown, Little Italy. Let's go see what kind of a Columbus Day mess Little Italy is today. There's nothing going on here. How come this light's still red? Because Columbus Day. Cobblestones. My family came from Italy. My great-grandfather, Filippo Arnone, came from Italy in 1906. So 110 years ago. From a little town in Sicily called Caltanissetta. And I went to Ellis Island. You know, you do the research and stuff, and found out that there was an address on his little shipping manifest of where he was going. So I did some investigation and found it. Lombardi's. America's first pizzeria. Because Columbus Day. 243 Elizabeth Street. So this building here is where my great-grandfather came when he moved from Sicily to America in 1906. 110 years ago he was on this street. Kind of cool. And Elizabeth Street was primarily Sicilians. So you came here and you kind of stuck with who you knew. And this whole street, Elizabeth Street, was all Sicilian. Mott was Calabrese. And all the Napolitans went to Mulberry Street. And each street had its competing festivals and stuff. Yeah. And they had these brokers. Because at the time here, they were building subways and bridges. And the coal miners were paying these guys. They were like headhunters or brokers. And so they had a whole package deal in Sicily, and they would go there and say, hey, we'll set you up with an apartment and a job for a certain amount. And they worked for these big companies. So pretty sure that's what my great-grandfather did. He came, he was about my age. He was, 38, 39, I think. And he came out, and he was here for not too long in the city, and then he went to a place called Robertsdale, Pennsylvania, to mine coal, because Caltanissetta, where we're from, they mine sulfur. And the coal mines in Robertsdale have a very special kind of coal called soft coal, and they were getting people from that area in Sicily to come and mine that coal. So he was here, and it was bad here. You know, people think it's, you know, real romantic, like the Godfather movies in the beginning of 2. But, you know, there was extortion, and businesses were getting blown out if you weren't paying protection money, and kids were getting kidnapped if you weren't paying your protection money. And right here, seeing that I'm the Machalayo, is Albanese Meats. It's a very cool little old butcher shop. Take a look in it. This guy named Mo, the country's oldest working butcher. Still in there cutting meat. Mo was 80 something, maybe 90, working here when I first moved to New York. And his mom was a butcher before him because his dad passed away and she took over. But this shop was here selling meat when my great-grandfather moved here. It was all Sicilians. Here I am, riding an Italian bike. And now it's called Nolita, north of Little Italy. So let's go take a walk, see some Italians. Because Columbus Day.
Little Italy. Italian American Museum. I bet that place is jumping on Columbus Day.
Mulberry Street, they brought their feast day with them. That's the reason why we have the Feast of San Gennaro, because it's the patron saint of Naples.
Massimo the cat is Italian American.
Yes, we are Italian American tabby cat.
Cannolis are selling. Because Columbus Day.
Well, that was kind of cool. Interesting day off, huh? Sometimes on your day off, you got to get out and do something different. It's tough, because when everyone was coming to Little Italy, you know, they weren't necessarily coming to Little Italy to stay in Little Italy, you know. It was just a place to land and kind of get settled and then, you know, go on your way. So it's a transient thing. And what's been left behind is this kind of strange, abstract idea of what it was to be an Italian at that time. And the movies helped too. Zaza! One of the great Italian American actors, Joe Montana, spelt Montagna, portraying the character of Joey Zaza in the other Godfather movie. Some consider it a completely different story altogether, not connected with the first two. Zaza. It was the sage Joey Zaza that once said, "A fumba fumba la trombone." You know, lots changed in the 110 years since my great-grandfather came to this city. You know, just looking for a way out of a shitty situation that they were in then. He was a sulfur miner with 1 year of college, and he came to America for a better life, and he ended up being a coal miner. So no matter how bad I think I got it in this town sometimes, here I am on a nice and sunny Columbus Day on my cool Italian motorcycle, riding around, seeing the old neighborhood where he lived. And there's a bunch of people taking pictures. Kind of makes you look at things a little differently. Because Columbus Day.